I'm here in Boston Common, starting near the George Washington statue, and it's a well-known landmark. And I feel like what catches my attention more about the space around it is like the park opens up wide with grass like stretching in every direction, and trees that feel older than most of the buildings nearby. And there's something calming about standing under those branches, especially with the sound of the city all around that's softened by like the park's openness. And what I notice most is like how like alive the common feels, and there are people like lying on grass with like friends, kids running around, and others just passing through on their way to work or school. But yeah, there's like a bunch of dogs everywhere taking on their leashes. But yeah, it just makes me think about like how basically like the park just doesn't belong to one type of person. Like it's a space for everyone. But a little more further down is the soldier. I think it's like the Soldiers and Sailors Monument, and it's like this tall and like striking. And even though you might like not think about it at first, like once you stop to look, it feels important. It like honors the Civil War, and I like how it stands up on a hill and you can see it from a distance. And to me, it's like a reminder that it isn't just a place for relaxing, but a space that holds history. And yeah, I think Boston Common is like the oldest public park in America, and I think it's like it was made back in like 1634, I think. And at the time I think it was just land where like people bought their cows to graze. And it's interesting to like picture that, because like this spot is filled with like it used to be filled with like livestock, but now it's kind of filled with like picnic concerts or like protests. And the use has changed like so much, but the idea hasn't. But yeah, it's always been like a common land, like a gathering for community. And yeah, there's like a lot of little details that I noticed while walking around, like squirrels across the paths, or like flowers. But yeah, there's sometimes like street performers, or like just like playing music or like making bubbles. And yeah, those moments just give like the park so much personality. Yeah. And I think what intrigues me the most is about like the balance it holds, because like on one side you have like monuments. Yeah, you have like monuments and statues reminding you of history, and then like the other side you got people like laughing or like reading or just enjoying a sunny afternoon. And it's like past and present blending together in one spot. And I feel like to me, Boston Common isn't perfect. Like it can be crowded or noisy, but that's kind of part of its charm. It's like a living, breathing place that reflects the city itself. And yeah, you can come here to learn. You can come here to learn about the history, to enjoy nature, or just to people watch. And it always feels meaningful in a different way. That's why I think it's one of the most special parts of Boston. But yeah.